Right, so I said now, foot on the brake, you're in D, you're already there. So now you let go of the brake.
Oh, I don't like that.
You're a tinkerer. Okay, let go of the brake and then just accelerate as you're comfortable. And so remember, the best way to stop is just let go of the accelerator.
That is weird.
Yep, it is. Yeah, it's very similar. It's very similar with your car.
Oh, it's just weird.
It just takes a little bit of getting used to.
So if I don't touch anything, doesn't roll.
If you let go of everything now,
it won't roll.
It will go nowhere. It doesn't matter how steep the hill. Auto hold will hold it still.
Auto hold for the entire time until I press.
Yes, and then when you let go of the accelerator, it will come to a stop, and auto hold will engage automatically every single time. You can turn that off so it's on creep mode, so it feels a bit more like a normal automatic that just creeps. But the way it's set at the minute to get the best regenerative braking is it just stops when you let go.
Where am I going?
Well, that way.
What time is it? 5 past.
Okay. It's quite direct steering.
I feel like I'm on a lesson.
I'm not going to say anything now. I'll let you just drive and experience it. Get the hang of what it can and can't do.
Oh yeah, weird. It's a bit like lazy driving. This lazy.
Everything with one pedal. Yeah, pretty much.
I'm putting my foot on the brake just because I feel like that's what I should be doing.
Let go.
No.
Just let go.
But I don't
It won't do anything.
It's weird having it over there as well. I'm used to seeing it kind of through the steering wheel, or...
You get used to it. At the end of the day, it's not that different glancing down left instead of just down.
I'm going
maybe
slow.
A little more than 25, but it's not that different glancing down left than down. It's just habit. It's no, I don't think there's any more muscles used.
Where shall I go?
I don't know, head up towards Asda or something. Gives you a chance to try and surround about.
Oh, hello. I'll tell you where I'll go. The bypass.
Okay.
It is very similar size-wise to my car.
It is, but your visibility is great. You can just see the front.
Oh, squirrel. What did I do then? What was I doing speed-wise then? Didn't look.
I don't think you got above 40.
Driving Miss Daisy. I feel like I need to sort my mirror out again. Oh, indicate. A bit higher, the indicators on this car. We're on the pedestrian over.
She didn't. The pedestrian was a good distance away.
Yeah. I'm not that bad. It is just weird.
It just takes some getting used to when to ease off. Just think scale electric car. As you release the trigger, then it slows down.
It's smooth, isn't it?
Very, very smooth, and it's got quite stiff, sporty suspension, but it's really comfortable, and it makes you feel quite bit of a cliche, but it makes you feel really connected to the road. because it moves and it stays flat because all the weight's right at the bottom of the car and it's heavy. I know you want to.
But it's how quick it speeds up, but then as soon as you take your foot off, how quickly it slows down.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which you get used to just kind of like
accelerating and coasting.
A bit, yeah.
Yeah, not with an electric car. Well, not with this one anyway. I said there are modes that will allow it to roll a bit, but you don't make the most of the braking then, because every time you let go of the accelerator and it naturally brakes, it's charging the battery back up. So the more you
where am I going?
slow down that way, I don't know. The more you slow down, the more power goes back in the battery. It's quite nice steering, isn't it? Quite direct. I think it's in sports steering mode because I quite like it. I like it to move a little bit and move.
I can see why cruise control would be beneficial, because
do you want to try it?
The up and down, if you take your foot off and you get that motion, because you feel a bit nauseous if it was on a long journey.
Yeah, you would. I think the autopilot is worth having. So if you push your gear stick down twice, press it down once all the way to drive again, and that'll turn on your cruise control, so the speed, not the steering, just the speed. So all the way.
Just done it.
No, do it again. I guess that's it. Yeah. If you want it slower, then you just scroll down with that. Obviously, if you brake, then you override it. You turn it off when you brake. So the car will brake. You don't need to. So if you push down on the right again once, and then if you're ready to try it, push it twice consecutively, and it'll steer for you as well as accelerate.
Oh no, not yet. Gosh, steer for me. That's next level. That.
It's very good at it.
That's part 2. And now I've not even got any. Well, I haven't got cruise control in my car, so it's weird.
It is brilliant. If you want to disengage it, and instead you touch the brake, or if you just touch it, put the gear handle, stalk, just a little half knot. It's like you did before to put it into neutral.
Well, to be fair, touching the brake is probably the most.
It's the quickest way, but it's whether or not, it means obviously the people behind you see a brake light. Whereas if you just flick it up, it just turns it off.
It's really weird.
But do you like it?
I do like it a lot more than I thought I would. And it feels smaller.
Yeah, I can totally relate to that.
So I feel better.
I felt exactly the same. Yeah, the Q7 was a different kettle of fish. But yeah, no, I'm the same. I must admit, I've liked it more than I expected to. And I knew I was fairly confident I'd like it anyway, just after the test drive. But and I was worried that this being the standard range, that it would be.
Right, so because I've hit the brake.
Yeah, so it's gone off.
Yeah,
so,
but I don't want it back on cruise. Just I'm gonna turn around soon.
Well, to explain it, I mean, when it's on, then there's a circle around the 40, or in this case 40. But you know the number on the right has a circle around it. When the steering wheel appears in grey, that means you can engage auto steer. If there's no steering wheel, you can't turn it on. But if it's there, then 2 pushes down engages driving.
Oh, go on then. Let's give it a go.
And so press it again. So 2 consecutively. That's it. Now let go.
Just let go.
Let go.
No.
Keep your hand near.
No.
Keep your hand near because that's the law. But yeah, just let it do the steering.
Oh no.
And it will. It'll do a fantastic job of it.
I just felt like I was really close then. Oh, what was that for? Because someone just turned around in front of me.
I don't think it liked them U-turning, did it? Oh, you take charge then.
Oh, I didn't know. I'm not the biggest fan of that.
I think that'll take a bit of getting used to. I don't trust it entirely yet, particularly around parked cars. It struggles with cars parked at the side of the road.
Move over, mate.
So go left and let's go into guys and turn around, but nudge it up or else.
People crossing the road about a good distance in front, it just made it slow right down.
Yeah, it's designed to avoid every possible accident. Sometimes it's a little over enthusiastic.
Now again, it's just the whole taking my foot off slowly, expecting it just to coast a bit, and it feels like it's Well, it's slowing down. Stick on gate.
It just that I still do it. It's still. I've only been driving it a week. I still misjudge how quickly to take my foot off the accelerator. Thinking that'll be
it's
about.
more or less immediate, isn't it?
Yeah.
Especially when you're rolling, it's like.
Oh, they're coming up quick.
Oh, let's put my foot down then.
While still being completely legally compliant. Good work.
Obviously.
So you're going to be happy enough driving this?
Yeah, I think so. My only concern would be parking it. All of them fancy cameras.
Yeah, it's got sensors everywhere. You can see behind, down the side, and you've got the sensors that you're used to in a car that kind of just beep and let you know. And it even tells you on the screen the exact distance you are from the surrounding cars and bushes and bollards and whatever. It's the thing you need to get used to when you're parking it is the same thing you're getting used to now, is that when you're reversing, you know, you might perhaps roll gently at the end while you were going into space. At this, you let go, you stop. So you have to sort of feather it back.
Yeah.
And that's the thing I'm still getting used to. So I'll take you out of chill now.
Oh, is that what I've been in?
You've been in chill.
I'm in chill mode.
So now you're in standard mode. You won't feel. That's the difference. Yeah, that's the difference. It doesn't ease you into it. It just goes.
Well, before, I must admit, I was putting my foot down and I thought, I'm really going fast.
Yeah, it will now.
I was in grandmother mode.
You were chilling.
Sunday mode.
So I said the thing to bear in mind where this is at its best is you know, all right, this is the standard range plus, so technically this is the slow one, so 0 to 60 5.3, but I mean that's only for impressing your mates at traffic lights or you know, getting into unnecessary races. Where it's at its best and where it's most useful is from 30 or 40 upwards. When you put your foot down, I can't tell any difference between this and the performance version that I test drove from about 35 miles an hour. Or if there is a difference, it's unnecessary. This thing's just so quick, it'll get you out of any situation or overtake quickly if you're joining, say, a dual carriageway on a motorway or something. It's rapid where it matters.
Went down the country roads this afternoon. I won't be doing it in this car, just in case.
It actually quite likes country roads because the steering's quite responsive, so it's actually really nice on a country road.
So you have to give it some to indicate.
You have to kind of push it till it not clicks as such, but it just feels like it's engaged. Same as you do with the gears, pretty much the same kind of tactile feel. Haptic. That's it. Haptic. No, haptic's when you're touching it. Anyway.
Oh, a bit of a traffic jam.
Actually, it's brilliant in traffic jams. That's when you really can just double click, put it in, let it drive, let it steer, and just every now and then nudge the steering wheel, just let it know you're still there, and you don't get wound up in traffic jams. You're not putting your clutch in and out because you haven't got one.
Well, that's the bizarre thing. There's nothing here to touch or press.
All this is empty as well. This is totally unnecessary. I think Tesla have only put this in because people are used to having it there. I mean, that's why there's so much room in here. And there's obviously no tunnel at the back because there's no transmission going down the middle, so it's a flat floor.
Well, you need somewhere for your drink, you need somewhere for your sunglasses, you need somewhere for
your phone, and it charges
phone and money, or
sunglasses,
wallet,
oh yeah, you said sunglasses, and just stuff. Just piles of stuff.
Yeah.
It's brilliant. And the glove box, you just got to press the car button and then glove box.
Oh, sugar. Did that just open automatically?
Yeah, you just got to push
What's them in there?
There's stickers that I bought.
Spare stickers?
Yeah, so they're just the spares that I put on the buttons on the door, because otherwise people open the window instead of opening the door. Nice.
No, I'm going to go up here.
Okay.
Always alongside me.
It's easy enough to change that. So look, a picture of a cyclist on the screen. The car sees the cyclist as well.
that's the thing, is you don't want to be constantly looking at the screen. It's so big.
It is, but it's not. It is big, but I don't find it intrusive. I said I glance down at the speedo every now and then, but generally, it's quite easy to not go super fast because you're quite low. It feels like you're going faster than you are, but at the same time, if you're not careful with that right foot, then it's very easy to end up much faster than you realise. So it's just periodic glances and just follow traffic, really. So we'll sign off with this anyway.
Just in case of crashing.
Have you enjoyed it though? But you enjoyed it?
Yes, it was. It's really good, and not as daunting as I thought it would be. Not as big as I thought it would feel. Weird, but good.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Signing off. Bye.
Bye.